You're about to view a video of an assessment undertaken by Billy Hanafan. This assessment is recorded in 3 parts: knowledge evidence and 2 performance assessment tasks. While this is the same video he submitted as evidence for MEM 11011, undertake manual handling, he's now seeking assessment for MEM 14006, plan work activities, which means you are now assessing against a different range of criteria. You are the role of the assessor making the final judgment. Although you will hear another assessor giving Billy instructions, you are the assessor for each part of the assessment. You must record the evidence presented by Billy following the assessment instructions. There will be a pause and instructions for you between each assessment task to provide you with the opportunity for you to record your assessor notes as set out in the assessor instructions. The pre-brief at this stage should have already been conducted prior to the assessment taking place. This is where, amongst other things, you have discussed reasonable adjustment with Billy regarding his lack of confidence in reading and writing. Although Billy is fit to undertake the performance task, it has been agreed that you will be recording Billy's responses for the knowledge evidence task. The first part of this video is Billy responding to the questions as listed in the knowledge assessment. You must record the answers for Billy as this is the verbal assessment task. You can record the response directly into the assessment or make notes and transfer the responses at a later date. The key part here is to record what Billy responds to each question, as this is the evidence of knowledge.
Hi Billy, thanks for coming in today. I appreciate you taking some time out of your workday to come and conduct this assessment with me. If you remember, we've agreed to run this assessment verbally, so you don't have to write all the responses down.
That's great.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
I do have a copy of the questions here for you if you'd like to follow along.
Thanks.
Excellent. You can take a moment, and when you're ready to begin, let me know.
Ready to go.
Wonderful. Question 1. List 2 places where you can access advice related to work activity, objectives, requirements and specifications.
Well, I could go to my supervisor, or we now have access to the intranet, so I'd go on the computer.
Okay. Question 2. What are 2 workplace documents you could access to determine the quality requirements of work activities?
I could look at the work instructions or the standard operating procedures, or SOPs we call them.
Thank you. Question 3. What is the main reason for prioritising each step in a work plan?
Well, it could be that because sometimes we need to order resources, and then it could be around that work schedule that we've got set for us.
Okay. Question 4. List 2 examples of changes that may need to be made to respond to unforeseen workplace developments.
Could be change of times, or needing more workers because, we could be off sick. Yeah.
And your last question for today, question 5. Briefly explain how you report accidents and incidents in your workplace.
Well, I tell my supervisor first, and then I have to complete an incident report form, and then I have to report it to WHS team.
That's great. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for taking the time to join me today. I'm going to have to go back and mark these responses, and I'll give you some feedback this afternoon.
That's great. Thanks so much.
The second part of this video is Billy conducting the first of 2 trolley lifts. But remember, you are assessing him complete the criteria for MEM 14006 plan work activities. Billy is required to listen to the observer read out the scenario as recorded in the performance assessment instructions. Billy has been provided with a copy of the safe work procedure and basic instruction for undertake manual handling and a work instruction, and has a range of lifting equipment to choose from. You must directly observe Billy undertake this task and take notes on the performance to be recorded on the observation checklist. You can record the observation notes directly into your assessment or make notes and transfer them at a later date. The key part here is to record what you have observed of Billy in line with the observation checklist, as this is the performance of evidence.
Okay, so I'm here today. Let me see what I need to do. Better check the job requirements, checking that. Okay, so I need to move that over to there. And I need to select the trolley to do that. Okay, great. Do that. All right. Fantastic. Now the procedure, safe work procedure, I've better check. Okay, so I need to make sure I put my PPE on. Okay, great, I'll select that in a minute. Alright, so I don't lift it properly. Okay, so I hurt my back, so I need to make sure I use the right stuff. Okay. All right, so the safe work procedure, I'm right, I'll check my PPE. I'll just tick that off, that's fine. All right, now I just need to select, so I've got my vest, some gloves. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna put some gloves on. Oh yeah, great, okay, because it tells me that I have to wear that. Okay. Now, I'm going to do my risk assessment of the area. Okay. All right. So, that's nice. I've got it. Okay, so I've got the bin and the crate. I've got the box. 6 kilos, okay. Got a number of trolleys. I've got a waste bin over there. Okay, that's not in my way, but they certainly will be. I'll need to move those. Shelves and boxes, but they're not going to be an issue. And it's cordoned off for the unsafe area with the witches' hats. So I can tick that off. Okay, so I'm just going to give you an overview of what I've found, if that's okay for today, for the risk assessment. So I've actually found that I'm going to be lifting a 10 kilo box. I've checked the work procedure and I've got some obstacles here in a bin and a crate, and I'm going to be moving those out of the way before we go. This, the witch's hat's cordoned off the hazardous area. But we've also got the boxes on the shelves at the back, which aren't going to interrupt me. So I've signed that, dated it. Can I get you to sign that off for me, please? Great, so thank you so much for signing off on that. Now, I'm not going to check my procedure again because I've already just done that previously. It is here, and I have noted my PPE. So I guess I am giving it another look just in case I missed something. Okay, I'm now going to remove the hazards that I identified. Just going to check that way. Okay, it's just an empty milk crate. Great. That's out of the way now. They told me that I need to move that 6 kilo box over to there. So I'm going to go and select the right trolley. I think for 6 kilos, this will be okay. Get that right angle for the trolley. Okay. I believe they've asked me to. Okay. That as well, just in case somebody else needs to use it. Okay, I think that's it.
The third part of this video is Billy conducting the second of 2 trolley lifts, but remember you are assessing him complete the criteria for MEM 14006 plan work activities. Again, Billy is required to listen to the assessor read out the scenario as recorded in the performance assessment instruction. Billy still has access to a copy of safe work procedure and basic description for undertake manual handling and a work instruction and a range of lifting equipment to choose from. You must directly observe Billy undertake this task and take notes on the performance to be recorded on the observation checklist. Again, you can record these observation notes directly into the assessment or make notes and transfer them at a later date. The key part here is to record what you have observed of Billy in line with the observation checklist, as this is the evidence of performance.
All right, I'm going to just check my safe work procedure. All right, need to check the job specifications and job requirements. Why I'm here today. Okay, so I need to move that box, okay, 10 kilo box, yep, I'm going to move that box over to there, ready for the rubbish to be taken away. Okay, I'll need to check my hazards, safe work procedure, okay, all right, I have checked the job requirements. All right, now I'm going to, I better do the checking a personal risk assessment first. Okay, right, I've got a trolley. I don't think that's the most suitable trolley to use, so I think I'll move that one. Got the crate there that I'll need to move. That can be moved as well. Got the right trolley there. Oh, I've got a hazard there of the rod sticking out. If I move the trolley in front of it, it should actually block it. Okay, side. Right, I've also got the safe work procedure that I need to check. Safe work, okay. Oh, okay, so I'm going to need some gloves, PPE. I'll need to lift it correctly or I might hurt my back. Okay. Oh, WHS legislation. Okay, great. All right, so I now need to sign off on that. Okay. Just wanted to go through, if that's okay with you, on what I've found today. So I've conducted the personal and risk assessment. I've identified the hazards of the trolley, which is not the most appropriate trolley. So I'm going to move that out of the way because I've actually found that there's some rods sticking out that could be a hazard. So I'm going to put the trolley that's not going to be used in front of that. I need to move the crate out of the way so that I can move the bin, which I've discovered is 10 kilos, over to where it's going to be taken away. So if that's okay, can you sign off for me today, please? I have checked the safe work procedure before. I'm just going to check it again and make sure. I need to select my PPE. Glasses. I'm going to put my gloves on. I've already got my vest and my shoes. Then I'll move our hazards. We're going to move the trolley. Move the crate. Yep, it's light. Out of the way. Okay. And check, yeah. 10 kilos, I was right. Use the right trolley. Move that. Just it there on the rubbish pile. Okay. Put the trolley away for the next person. And done.
Now it's time for you to determine if Billy's knowledge and performance in MEM14006 planned work activities meets the criteria to a competent or not yet competent standard.